Good morning, beloveds. It's a new week. Okay. I got nothing this morning. But that's okay. It's kind of a long reading, so let's jump into it. It is July 17th. Our title is New Thought in the 21st Century. Our author is Rosemary, Fillmore, Rhea. That's Just How My Spirit Travels, which is... Okay, it's from Unity. I was thinking it was going to give me a year, but no. Okay. All right. Religion has provided the inspiration that has awakened humankind to the spiritual dimension of life, but religion has also been extremely divisive. As we view our world's history, we find that religion has been the root cause of many of the conflicts that have plagued our civilization. And now, in the 21st century, it is religious extremists who are committing acts of violence in the name of God. In this century, some of the most established religions are being shaken to their foundations by inner conflict. If we are to bring forth the millennia as described in Revelations, we must begin expressing a transcendent spirituality that supersedes the extreme biases of religiosity. Okay. This is not to say that we should have all of the same belief system. To the contrary, it is the diversity of our search that makes our journey joyously and mysteriously adventurous. However, we are living in a time of revolution. Science and technology are leading us into incredible dimensions of new possibilities. Reality is rapidly outstripping science fiction and fantasy. The communications revolution, combined with the globalization of commerce and the speed of travel, has made us a global community, whether we like it or not. What happens anywhere happens to us, and if we think we can put the genie back in the bottle, we had better think again. We are one world right now. The old paradigms will not work in the changing universe. The challenges facing our world today cannot be solved in the same consciousness in which they have been created. Life is demanding that we think in higher categories. To survive as a human species, we must learn finally and forevermore that violence begets violence. And the eye for an eye morality, as Gandhi so aptly said, ends in a world of darkness. The urgency of this time calls for a revolution of consciousness. Revolutionary times demand revolutionary thinking. Well, she didn't pull any punches at all, did she? Rosemary, Fillmore, Rhea. And that's the interesting thing. She's right. Or I shouldn't say it's interesting. She's telling the truth. The purpose of religion was to create community. That is the purpose of religion. The problem with religion is that those communities have become exclusive. Religion has become very good at othering. It's like, if you don't believe exactly what I believe, then you are other. And to some degree, a lot of the religions throughout history have said, if you are other, you must be destroyed. One of the strengths of New Thought, and I would say Science of Mind, but the truth is it's the strength of New Thought. So that it's an umbrella term that includes unity and divine science and Christian Science and Science of Mind, is that we recognize that everybody has a piece of the truth. Nobody has the whole truth. Nobody has the whole truth. As I said the other day in a conversation with somebody else, it's like there are as many paths to God as there are people. The only person who is wrong is the person running around telling everybody else that their path is wrong. When we get together and share our truths, our pieces of the truth, is when we flourish. And that's the strength of science. I was watching something and I don't know what I was. They were talking about the new movie Oppenheimer. I have no interest in Oppenheimer. I'm sure it is a fantastic movie, but I'm just like, I don't want to go and see a movie about the beginning of the nuclear age. I don't want to go and see where they created the nuclear bombs. But they were talking to one of the actors about, and how he was playing a general. Okay. And so this is what was interesting, is the difference between generals in military and the scientists. Is scientists are collaborative. They want to work together. They want to know, okay, well, what do you know that I don't know? And how can I apply what you know to what I'm doing? And generals don't want that. They want to keep everything compartmentalized. Well, religion has become that way. Religion has become very compartmentalized. This is what I know. And if you want to know what I know, then you have to give up everything else and come and believe what I believe. And we don't work that way. We don't work that way. That's part of the reason why we have science of mind in our title, religious science. We have science because we're collaborative. What Ernest did was he went out and looked at every other religion and went, you know what? They all have this kind of golden thread running through it. Into some degree, all of the religions are saying some of the same things, and then they're saying some other things. And it's like, if we can get together and talk about what we have in common, then we can share what we do a little differently. And then we have this amazing buffet. Scientists are collaborative. And that's one of the things about spirituality. Spirituality can be very collaborative. It can be very on your own too, but the difference is, and there's another one, is with religion. It's other, you're basing your religion on other people's experiences. With spirituality, you're having your own experiences. So with spirituality, we get together and we all have our own experiences. Then we talk about it. It's very collaborative. And that going forward, because as she said, whether we like it or not, we are a global community. With satellites and what have you, what happens in the smallest corner of the world, we all know about it. So the more collaborative that we can be, and I'm not saying religion is bad and wrong. I'm just saying, you know what? Religion needs to open its doors up a little bit. There's a meme that goes around on a regular basis. I'd rather be excluded for who I include than included for who I exclude. That's where we are in the 21st century. And that's where new thought is. And like I said, it's not just science of mind. It's unity and divine science and all of the other new thought. It's like they looked around and went, you know what? You're saying something kind of interesting. I'm going to come listen. And I'm going to take away from what you have said the best of what applies to me. And I'm going to work with that. And I hope that you do the same for me. Come and listen to what I have to say. And then let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If you come at anybody and say you're wrong, immediately that person's not going to listen to you. So, thoughts for, what did she say? New thought in the 21st century. So, Rosemary, Fillmore, Rhea. And it's from I don't know if it's a book or what. That's Just How My Spirit Travels. It's probably a book, because this is from page 204 and 205. Yeah, I completely agree with her. The old paradigms will not work in a changing universe. So, let us get together. Yeah, I'm not going to go with that last line, because that last line is revolutionary times demand revolutionary thinking. The mission today, should we choose to accept it. It is. Yeah, I don't know. Occasionally I am a wild-eyed revolutionary. This morning I'm a little more. What is it? Okay. I don't know. Here it is. the urgency of today. I think the mission today, should we choose to accept it? It's the problems of today cannot be solved with the consciousness of yesterday. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to step into the consciousness of tomorrow. Okay? Not just today. Not just today. Because we're getting there. We're getting there. But to celebrate the diversity and to talk to each other. To talk to each other. And I can tell you straight up, when you tell somebody they're wrong, they immediately stop listening. I had a customer who came in. She asked me, and I answered her, and she asked me a religious question or a belief question, and I answered her, and I thought, okay, here, we're going to have this nice conversation. And she immediately said, no, you're wrong. And immediately I shut down. I was like, whatever else you're about to say to me, I'm not going to hear you because you've told me that I'm wrong. You didn't, which in essence told me she didn't listen to me. So I was just like, all right, because, if you'd listened to me, probably what I said echoed what you were about to tell me that I was wrong about. So, and so that's not where we get there. That's not how we get there. We got to listen to each other. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to listen to each other. I don't know. I may have just changed my mind there. All right. So if you got the initial mission and then I changed my mind, it happens. The second part of the mission today is the same mission I give you every day, which is to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. It is the spiritual practice of self-care. All right. It is extremely important, especially if we're going to have these kind of conversations. If we're going to talk about global population, we're going to talk about a global world. If we are going to recognize we can't put the genie back in the bottle, as she says, that we need to talk to each other, and we need to celebrate the diversity. Then we got to practice love, kindness, and compassion on ourselves so we can practice it on each other. All right. And what does that look like? It looks like taking a deep breath before we speak. Absolutely. It's one of my favorites. That's why I almost always start with it. It also looks like taking a break. It looks like taking a walk. It looks like taking a nap. It looks like saying no. It looks like saying yes, especially if something's going to push you a little bit out of your comfort zone. It looks like making room for joy. No matter what is going on in the world, you deserve joy. So, and it is a quality of God. You just got to make room for it. And you deserve joy in your life. So please make room for joy. I laughingly say, eat dessert first. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Your life is a special occasion. Please celebrate it and make room for joy. And I talk about self-care because if you are going to live a life of service, which those of us in New Thought we do, we got to take care of ourselves. We can't pour from an empty cup. All right. You don't want to overfill your cup, but you can't pour from an empty cup. So please take care of yourself. All right. I'm also going to give you the rest of the usual suggestions. It's all about self-care. Absolutely self-care. You deserve your own love, kindness, and compassion. All right. That's the main reason why I talk about this. But also I want you to create a habit. I want you to create a well-worn path to the source of your own being, to the source of infinite love, infinite kindness, infinite compassion. The amazing thing is once you recognize that it doesn't have to come from you, but it can come through you, sharing love, kindness, and compassion is a whole lot easier. All right. So connect to that, consciously connect to that infinite source, because you're always connected. It's just, occasionally you need to take your foot up off the hose. All right. The rest of the suggestions. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you today. It's been really hot. That's why my husband and I have been biking. But hey, you know what? It's working. I do encourage you to drink plenty of water. Again, we're going to be in the triple digits. They're talking about like a feels like of 106, which is better than 115, like last week. So, but hydrate. Your brain works better when it is well hydrated. Your brain and body work better when they're well hydrated. So drink plenty of fluids. I do encourage you also to get early in your day bright light. the point of me getting up and getting on that bike in the morning, although I do create my own breeze, is that early in the day bright light. I was struggling to get going this morning, and that sunlight helped. It's 5 to 10 minutes in the 7 to 9 hours. Okay. After that, the light hits you at a different, and like I said, it's only 5 to 10 minutes, just enough to kind of reset those hormones. And that's what I'm talking about. It's called a circadian rhythm. It is a natural hormone cycle. So, it is the ultimate in self-care. It's science. You can look it up. If you look up circadian, it starts with a C. And then the last one is, it's my Ernest Holmes quote, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. And the amazing thing is once you recognize that heaven is a state of mind, it is a state of consciousness. Once you recognize that, then heaven ceases to be a place you have to get to and can become any place that you are. And how do you open the windows of your soul? Well, there's lots of ways. I commend to you music. Music is one of the best ways. Go out into nature. Jesse's been working with Emerson lately. Nature opens your soul. Listen to the birds sing, watch the squirrels, run up and down the trees. Whatever else it is that's out there in nature. Listen to the wind rustle through the leaves. That will open your soul. You will see that heaven, it's all the same source. So, you know what? Claim your superpower, because that's what it is. All right, beloveds. And you can always take Emma's advice. I don't want to forget that. If you're opening your soul, look for the good and praise it. That will get you everywhere. Gratitude will get you everywhere. Gratitude, absolutely. You want to talk about a superpower? Gratitude is a superpower. All right. I'm going to leap forward into, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark on the running, on the social medias that we are on. I am the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I commend to you, the YouTube channels. I'm trying to get a little bit better. Facebook and Instagram got really weird about letting me share things, and now it requires a little more effort. So I'm trying to get back into that. So I can share more content with you. All right. Good stuff. Light, funny, uplifting, brighten your day stuff. That's my goal. And yes, I did say funny because, don't take life too seriously. Nobody gets out alive, right? Okay. So I guess I'm at the part where I get to, I didn't do the email. If you want to know what's going on with the center, please email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the constant contact. The constant contact will get you hot links. Once you open that email, if it says click here now, it'll take you right to the place that you need to create that. And I just thought of some stuff I need to add to an event that I created. All right, never mind. Jumping forward, I'm going to go with, I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, fantastic day, magical day, enchanted day, wonder-filled day, awesome day, and amazing day. Great day, I think I've already said that. Consistent day, a consciousness day, have a new thought day, a revolutionary day, a good day. If that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved child of God. You are a divine spark, a brilliant light. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling in whom God is well pleased and well represented. Teach people about the God of your understanding. Talk from the God of your understanding. Go to the God of your understanding and go there on a regular basis. The point of spiritual practice is to create that open channel between you and the source of your own being, between you and the God of your understanding. All right. It's the point of spiritual practice. So do it every day. Do it every day. All right. I am moving forward into Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.